world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury weighs in at 273 pounds.
Makhmudov, 269.1 pounds, taken, 259.1. Let's go, gang! All right!
Tyson Fury slaps Arslanbek Makhmudov in heated weigh-in face-off. The moment quickly escalated as Tyson Fury first shoved Arslanbek Makhmudov before landing a sharp slap, instantly igniting chaos on stage. The shocking exchange sent social media into meltdown, with fans divided over whether this was mind games or a step too far ahead of fight night.
After that face-off just now,
we're ready to rock and roll, you know. Fireworks tomorrow night. I'm gonna knock this little bark out.
Boom, 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 boom.
Nice big one like this, that's one lad. That's great. And a big roar, 1, 2, 3.
Doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
May have tried to brush it off, but the slap from Tyson Fury told a completely different story. The moment Fury shoved and then struck Arslanbek Makhmudov, the atmosphere instantly turned hostile. This wasn't just pre-fight hype anymore. It felt real, tense, and unpredictable. And if anything, that single moment may have just made this fight far more dangerous than anyone expected.
What, you want him to have a full-blown fight on the stage?
No, obviously.
Well, but that's what could happen, isn't it? Of course you want it, because it's going to give you views, isn't it?
Duke McKenzie makes it clear he doesn't see a problem with the chaos, calling it part of the modern fight business. In his view, moments like these don't damage boxing, they sell it. And with tension rising between Tyson Fury and Arslanbek Makhmudov, this kind of drama could easily add millions more viewers worldwide.
It wouldn't surprise me, but like I say, I don't see there's any harm in it. It didn't bring the sport into disrepute in any way. This is the show business world that we live in. There's the fight game and then there's the fight business. And from the business perspective, that's probably just sold another 1 million tickets worldwide to people to watch this fight.
Gareth A. Davies described how the situation was seconds away from turning into a full-scale brawl, with both teams standing extremely tense and ready to react. The energy between the camps of Tyson Fury and Arslanbek Makhmudov was already boiling, and one small trigger could have made everything explode. With a huge crowd and media presence watching every move, security had to act instantly to stop things getting out of control and restore order before it escalated further.
Could have been a huge brawl in there because both entourages are huge, about 25 in each team. There's about 150 international media here as well in the mezzanine floor. It was still dramatic anyway. But thankfully the security did a great job as well and calmed it all down.
I think Warren made it clear he wasn't impressed by the pre-fight drama, saying it serves no real purpose when a major fight is already set. He stressed that while emotions run high in boxing, unnecessary confrontation outside the ring only creates problems. With Tyson Fury involved in such a high-profile matchup, the focus should stay on performance in the ring rather than chaotic scenes before fight night.
I don't like it. People think because you're a promoter you like all that stuff. Me, I didn't like what happened.
Wade Plemons pointed out that while physical clashes shouldn't happen, the reality of boxing is that emotions often spill over. He reminded everyone that this sport has already seen far worse incidents, from backstage altercations to chaotic moments like thrown objects and full-on brawls. In that sense, the tension between Tyson Fury and Arslanbek Makhmudov is just another example of how intense the fight game can get before the bell even rings.
And you shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game, in the combat sport.
Sugar Hill Stewart believes that time away from the ring actually helped Tyson Fury reset mentally and physically, making his return sharper and more focused. According to him, working together again felt smoother and faster than before, almost like everything clicked instantly. He also noted that Fury looked happier and more relaxed, enjoying boxing again like a refreshed fighter with renewed energy heading into big fights.
So for Tyson being away and doing other things, it really enhanced him to come back to boxing and becoming a better boxer. Better. With the time that we spent together, it was more like fast track. It was faster than normally how we get back together and put things back together. So that was wonderful for me to see that in Tyson and to watch him just be happy again. Be like.
Steve Allen shared his breakdown of how he would approach the fight against Arslanbek Makhmudov, suggesting a heavy, aggressive start with sharp jabs and feints to break him down early. However, he also warned that while that strategy could work, it's risky because Makhmudov carries serious knockout power and can take a clean shot. He expects Tyson Fury to rely more on movement, patience, and experience, gradually wearing him down before looking for a late stoppage rather than rushing in early.
So as for the fight, Fury, for me personally, with Makhmudov, if I was training Tyson Fury, I would probably weigh about 19 stone and probably go for the tactics from the Wilder 2 fight. Stiff jab, stiff 1-2, lots of feints, and I think there's a very good chance you could get Makhmudov out there in a couple of rounds. That's not what I think will happen. I think Fury will come in and box, he'll move, he'll tip and tap, and he'll try and get Makhmudov a little bit tired, and then the plan will be to stop him later on. I think that's a very dangerous way of going about things, because Makhmudov certainly can punch. I think he can take.
Tommy Fury described this as a very dangerous matchup, pointing out that facing a 6'8" puncher like Arslanbek Makhmudov is never simple. He stressed that this isn't an opponent who lacks power, and one clean shot at this level can change everything in an instant. However, he also highlighted the natural skill of Tyson Fury, especially his ability to slip, move, and avoid danger even against heavy hitters in high-pressure fights.
It's a dangerous fight though. A big dinosaur like that, 6'8", knockout power. It's not easy, is it? It's not like he's going up against somebody who can't crack or anything like that. It's a tough fight, and anybody at that weight cracks you, you're going to know about it. So yeah, it's not an easy fight to come back against, but obviously the ability of Tyson, be able to slip and slide out the way of all that, but you just never know, and that's the most horrible part about watching other family members box.
Spencer Oliver questioned whether Tyson Fury is still operating at the same elite level he once dominated at. While he still sees Fury as a top-class fighter, he believes timing and physical sharpness may not be exactly what they used to be. That raises a real debate going into a dangerous fight where even a slight decline could become a major factor against a powerful opponent like Makhmudov.
Yeah, but you got to understand it's about timing as well. When you go, Tyson Fury, he's not the fighter he once was. Yeah, he's still a top-class fighter for sure, but I don't believe that he's at the level.
Riak Porhe raised an important point about preparation and mindset, questioning whether fighters like Tyson Fury truly push themselves to the limit based on the threat in front of them. He suggested that respect for the opponent and focus in training can define performance at elite level, especially in fights where one mistake can be decisive.
Tyson, obviously, we all know he's got the superior skills, but then there's elements where have you focused on your preparation? Do you rate your opponent enough to train harder, to push yourself to the limits that you need to do, like to
Arslanbek Makhmudov sends a very confident message, making it clear he believes his raw power and mentality are unmatched in any one-on-one situation. He describes himself as hungry and mentally strong, suggesting that his biggest weapon is his mindset going into fights. However, when facing someone like Tyson Fury, confidence alone won't be enough. Fury's experience, IQ, and movement could be the real test of whether that confidence holds up under pressure.
If this guy in the street or in one room go to a one-on-one with me, you not survive.
What makes you different?
This exactly this thing that make it's because this give me mental strong, and also I'm hungry.
Johnny Nelson explains that the mind games in this fight are clearly designed to provoke a reaction, with the goal of disrupting focus and forcing mistakes. The idea is simple. If you can make a fighter lose control emotionally, you can break their game plan. But against someone like Tyson Fury, the challenge becomes much harder, as he is known for staying composed even in chaotic and heated situations.
Now, getting back to it, and that's what they're all been trying to do. Because he's thinking, if I can get this man angry, get this man mad, then he'll deviate from his game.
Frank Warren makes it clear that this clash is no longer about speed or prime athleticism, but about experience and raw toughness. He suggests both fighters are past their peak years, meaning the sharpness they once had may not be fully there anymore. However, that also makes the fight more dangerous because it turns into a pure war where styles collide instantly once the bell rings. He expects both men, especially Tyson Fury, to engage aggressively from the start, creating a high-risk, high-impact battle where one big shot could completely shift the momentum at any moment.
Both got that, and who will prevail? Because I'm not being disrespectful, they're in their 40s, aren't they now? So the speed that they had a few years ago is not there. Their styles will blend to make it a real, as soon as that bell goes, right on top of each other. And they'll be throwing their bombs.
Dominic Ingle believes that Tyson Fury has the intelligence and ring IQ to control this fight if he prepares the right way. He explains that Fury knows how to break down different styles and make smart adjustments during a fight, which should give him a strong advantage. In his view, if Fury trains properly and sticks to his game plan, he should be able to handle the challenge without too many problems. However, he also indirectly warns that preparation is everything, because even the most skilled fighter can struggle if they are not fully ready on fight night.
And, you know, Tyson's got enough boxing IQ to think, you know, I've got to do this, that and the other with him to beat him. And he probably will do that, and he should do it quite easily if he's prepared properly.
John Fury delivers a very aggressive and emotional response, making it clear he feels deeply involved in the success story of Tyson Fury. He insists that disrespect towards him will not be tolerated and suggests he has every right to step in and take control if needed. His words reflect pride, authority, and frustration as he strongly defends his role in shaping Tyson's journey. John Fury positions himself as more than just a supporter, but a key figure behind the scenes who believes he helped build the entire narrative around his son's rise in boxing.
You know what? You can't knock me, mate. Disrespect me and I'm going to take the job over. I don't care who it is. You disrespect me and I'm taking the job over. And nobody can stop me. Because I got a right to be there because I'm his father. I'm not some idiot. If it wasn't for me, who built the full story around him, what would there be? I'm a big player in this game, believe me. But other people's just jumped on a ready-made meal and had a field day. And what's John the father got? A kick in the nuts and the middle finger. Well, guess what? I ain't standing for it.
Johnny Nelson breaks down the matchup by highlighting both strengths and concerns around Tyson Fury. He points out that Fury's speed and natural advantages could be too much for Arslanbek Makhmudov, but also raises a key question about decline, especially in foot movement. At this stage of his career, small physical changes can make a big difference, and Nelson stresses the importance of discipline in training. He warns that at 37 years old, there is no room for shortcuts, especially with younger fighters constantly pushing for an upset and waiting for any sign of weakness.
I think Makhmudov's made for him. It's a perfect fight for him. Got the height, looks the part, he's strong. I think Tyson's hands will be too fast. I think Tyson, his feet are the thing what I want to see. I want to see how his feet have deteriorated, because it happens to everybody. So I just want to see what version of Tyson we get. He's out in Thailand training, so he's got to make sure he trains right. No cutting corners at this stage in your life. 37 years old. There's a lot of young lions knocking at the door watching you. You're in a meal ticket, they're planning for you already. And I think Tyson's very...
Lennox Lewis believes that Tyson Fury still has plenty left to offer the heavyweight division. He explains that Fury's boxing ability, ring IQ, and experience make him a dangerous opponent for anyone, even fighters he hasn't faced yet. However, he also emphasizes the importance of meaningful challenges, suggesting that elite fighters need strong opposition to stay motivated and sharp. Without real competition, even the best can lose their edge. So every fight must feel like a true test to bring out Fury's best version inside the ring.